All right, so we got Denver Comic Con coming up. This is my first time doing Pepakura. That's the helmet, and that is the shin. And I'm gonna show you how I did Pepakura. All right, this is a beginner tutorial on how to use Pepakura Designer 3. I'm no expert, so you might have to watch other videos to understand it more. But I'm gonna show you how I do it. So I'm gonna bring in an STL file. Just okay everything. Okay, adjust model coordinates. I never flip it. I think if you flip it, then like when you fold it, the numbers will be on the inside instead of the outside, and I like the numbers on the outside because it's easier to fold everything. So I'm gonna click no flip. So I never flip it. Now it wants to know which is the front of your model. The arrow right here indicates what the Pepakura thinks is the front, but for me the front of my model is yellow, so I'm gonna click yellow. Now it wants to know what the bottom of my model is. Right now it's right, the arrow's indicating the bottom, and that's what I want. The front is here, which I chose earlier. So the arrow indicates what the program thinks is the bottom. And I'm gonna click no change because I like it. Invert model. I never invert the model, so I'm just gonna no finish. Bunch of edges were merged. All right. Okay. So this is my model. This is a forearm for my Gundam that I'm trying to build. The first thing you should do is go to settings, print and paper settings, and by default the paper size is set to A4. But most printers, at least for me, I use letter size paper. So choose letter, click OK. Now you want to unfold it, and usually by default the auto will be checked. The only reason mine is unchecked because I had it unchecked and then remembered. But if you have it on auto and you click unfold, it will unfold everything to one page. So the forearm will fit on one page and be too small. So I'm gonna undo the unfold, and I'm gonna uncheck auto, and now I'm gonna click unfold, and I can choose the size I want. So it's on manual, so you have to measure your arm and decide in millimeters what the size of it is. So I know what size I want. 156 for width, and you only need to change one. It'll change everything by scale, so it'll change the rest for you. You just got to change one of them. So I'm gonna OK that, and then unfolds it. Okay, so now all these dotted lines represent one page. These square dotted lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Now if you click on this piece right here, it'll show you on the model when you fold all this together what it's going to look like. So it's highlighted in red. If you want to see a different piece, you click on it, and this piece is this piece right here if you folded it. And it works in reverse. So if I click on this bottom piece, it tells me that this piece right here goes right here. So you can either click over here, or you can click on the model itself and it'll highlight the piece. Now if you scroll down, right now it has no numbers, and you need numbers on the edges so you know where to connect the pieces. So to do that, you go to 2D menu and you click here, show edge ID. And now you got numbers. So 421 will connect to 421 of the other piece that connects there. And it's also good to go 2D menu and you want to show page number. So if you're looking for a piece, say if you have like 100 pages and you're looking for this one piece but you can't find it, if you just click on it, it'll show you where it is and it'll show you page 9. And all your printouts will have a page number so you can go find that one piece. But what I like to do is I like to separate it according to how I want to build it. So I want to build this piece first. But also I want to separate it so they're not overlapping the pages. The problem with it overlapping the pages here is it gets it cut right here and then you have to tape it together without any extended flaps right here. So it won't be as stable. It's better for you to separate it so it fits exactly in the page. So what you do is you go here to divide and connect faces. You click on it and you see how it turns green. Green means you can cut it. Red means you can connect a piece with the adjoining piece. So right now I want to cut it, so it highlights green and then separates it. I'm going to click on the select so I can click on it and move it. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to connect it. It's the same button, the divide and connect faces, except this time it turns red. Now to connect it, you click it. You have to click it twice. One time will, so I clicked it one time, that indicates that it wants to connect. Now if you want this piece to go over here, you click on this side. If you want this piece to slide over here, you click on this side. Okay, so this is going to be the second click. So I want it to come over here, so I'm going to click over here and see how it slides from up here to over here. It's because I clicked over here on the second piece. So I'm just going to cut it again so I can show you. Click the selection, move it. I'm going to reconnect it. So click once, that's one click. And now for the second click, it connects it. See how it clicked over here and the piece moves up here? Okay, so that's how you connect it. So I'm going to go ahead and separate it again. Now we go selection tool. So you have to click the selection tool, just select it to move it. And if it's in the way, you can just move it out of the screen while you're working. So now this piece right here is a lot smaller, but it doesn't fit all the way in, and I want it to fit. So I'm going to cut it some more. It's a good spot right here. Okay, so I want this to fit somewhere in here too, but see how it's overlapping. Another thing you do if you want to make it fit, there's these 90 degrees, so you can move it and then it fits perfectly. Now there's another thing you can do if you keep hitting 90 degrees and it doesn't fit. Another thing you can do is you can pivot it by point. So you rotate part, this button right here, click on it, and see all these dots. You can rotate it according to the dots. So I'm going to click on this dot right here, and now when I move it, it rotates accordingly. So I'm going to let it go right there. Go to selection tool. Oops. And now I can rotate it. Voila. And you can use the arrow keys to move like smaller movements. And see how everything's in one page and doesn't overlap? That's what you want to do. And now, and also it's good for like you put it into the order you want to cut, so so that way you don't have a difficult time finding the part you need. So the next part I want is this part over here, and I know that it looks like it's this part right here that I want, and I don't want this whole piece. So what I do is I'll go cut right there. See how it's this piece? Because I want to finish doing this, and then I want this piece next. And of course it's doesn't fit, so I gotta cut it. I want to cut this piece. Still doesn't fit. That piece. But basically that's what you want to do. And the extra work that you spend on doing this will make it a lot easier for you to do it. And it also makes it a lot easier if you want to share the file with somebody, so they don't have to go looking for stuff. They can go in order, and all the pieces you want will be in order. So alright, I think that's it. Thanks for watching.